Hey guys, MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And today I want to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Yes, I know we're back with some more Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but I really want to talk about this because yesterday, if you don't know, the 3 DLC characters were just released, which was Sigma, Black Panther, and Monster Hunter. But when I woke up yesterday morning, I wasn't expecting this extra bit of content that was released from Capcom as far as costumes are concerned. Now, when I woke up, I went to the PlayStation Network and I went to go get my characters because I did have the season pass for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And when I went online, I noticed something. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are there so many costumes? Like, what's going on here? Because all I've known when I downloaded Marvel vs. Capcom, when I have the deluxe edition, I came with the Mega Man DLC costume. I had the Evil Ryu. I had Thor, and I can't remember the other characters. Oh yeah, and Captain Marvel costume. So all those characters, premium costumes were packaged together. But when I went on PlayStation Network, there was a boatload of DLC costumes. And what I'm surprised about is these costumes are actually pretty damn cool. And I was just cycling through them. And I was like, you know what? I like almost all these costumes, but Spencer. Sadly, Spencer costume is just complete ass. But I was like super excited and super hyped to see some of these costumes. And what really got me excited is when I turned around and I looked down as I was scrolling down the list. I saw that Captain Marvel, which I call her Miss Marvel, she had her original Miss Marvel costume. Now that's the costume that I've known and to grow in love as as a kid coming up, reading the X-Men comics, reading the Marvel comics and everything. Now that's the costume I was waiting for. That's my wifey's costume right there. I'm definitely picking that costume for Miss Marvel. Dope. Oh my god, I'm just super excited. And then another thing that caught me by surprise is how detailed some of these costumes are. Most of these costumes make the characters look much better than their original, I guess you say, base model. I don't know, I can't explain it. But if you look at Dante, I was not expecting this. They had the DMC Dante. Now I know you guys may throw insults at me, but I always like the DMC Dante better than the original Dante. I don't know why, but I think he's a much better character. I think he's a much better developed character. I think he has more. I like his personality more and everything than the original Dante, which the original Dante is more anime, or I guess you could say more corny, like compared to the other Dante from the DMC, which is much more realistic and much more grounded. But anyway, yeah, I like his costume. His costume is awesome. I like the detail on him, and it almost for a minute made me want to play as Dante. And like if you look at the video footage and everything of the DMC costume Dante, I think it looks pretty awesome. And then Monster Hunter, I really want to talk about this too because I do want to explain some of the the characters as well, the DLC characters. Monster Hunter is pretty cool. I like Monster Hunter. She has this one attack to where she can continuously swing her big great sword around. I think when you press quarter circle forward and the light punch button, and if you constantly punch the light punch button, she'll constantly swing the sword, kind of like how in the Monster Hunter franchise, when you swing your weapon, if you time the input right, you can constantly swing it and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty awesome. And then she has that super armor. Now, I know you guys have seen it in the trailer where she had the super armor where she absorbed so many attacks. Well, guess what? I tried it in battle, and I must say that, man, like that thing really does soak up a lot of damage and everything. Now, what I do notice about Monster Hunter, she moves kind of. She's pretty mobile for a character with armor and that's lugging around a big ass weapon. But what I do notice that a lot of her attacks does take pretty long to start up and everything. But what I do like about her attacks is they have a long duration. So her attacks pretty much stays on the field for a pretty long time. So what you can pretty much do is you can swing her sword, and as she's about to swing the sword, you can tag. So you can also do some mix-ups with that as well. And she also has a long-range weapon. She has a variety of weapons, similar to Dante. Well, Dante still had the most, but she does have a variety of weapons. So she can play some long range. Then she can go up close and pretty much be a bully on the opponent and everything. And then I tried Black Panther. Now, Black Panther, I must say, he's a fun character. Like, he's a fun character. Just a little bit that I played, my first impressions, he's an extremely fun character. He's very fast, he's quick, he's agile. The thing I really do have to get used to is how he can jump back and forth from wall to wall, similar to Strider. But I think to me, I guess you could say Black Panther. I like his input to how you can jump wall to wall, because as you cling on the wall, if you press any of the attack buttons, I believe like the light kick or the heavy kick, he'll jump off the wall and bounce on the other wall in in a completely different direction and stuff like that. Now, what's going to make him a tricky character is because if you guys don't know, or if you guys haven't realized, no matter wherever you're facing on the field, and you hit the tag button, that's the side of the field that your partner will come out of in order to be tagged in for play. So I've noticed that there's a trick that you can do. Is like you can jump on a wall, and then as you're jumping to the other wall, you can hit the tag button, and you can pretty much have your own little mix-up going on, because your opponent will focus on Black Panther, and as you hit the tag button, your opponent can come running in right from behind them and stuff like that, which I think is also pretty awesome. So I think he's going to be a pretty terrifying character to face up against, because he's going to have a lot of mix-ups and stuff like that, and his pressure is going to be ridiculous. Now, I have a hard time fighting characters that cling on walls like Strider, and also like Vega in Street Fighter and everything like that. So he's going to be another character that's going to be pretty tricky to engage. So I can't wait to see how he develops in the meta of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And then the character that caught me by surprise the most is Sigma. I tried out Sigma, and Sigma's pretty slow, but I think he's also a fun character and stuff like that, because he has these crazy projectiles that can pretty much cut through reality, and that sounds OP. How can you cut through reality? Yes, he cuts through reality, and then as he cuts through reality, like the reality projectile stays onto the field, and it has multiple hits if the opponent can touch it. Now, what's crazy about it is you can actually combo one reality like slash into the next. So I can do like a light version into a heavy version. So I can have two different projectiles, like reality cuts onto the field and stuff like that. So you can pretty much corner your opponent or continue to keep the pressure and stuff like that. So he really caught me by surprise, and I was sitting in the lab just trying him out to see what he had and stuff like that, and I actually did a combo that I found impressive and stuff like that. So he also can super up in the air, he can super on the ground and stuff like that. So he's also a fun character, and I wasn't really expecting that I was going to really enjoy Sigma, but Sigma really does have potential as well, and I think he's going to be a frustrating character to face against if he's paired up with the right character, because his attacks really does have some potency to it and everything, and he's also pretty much like a mid-range, and he's more like a defensive character as well. So he really needs openings in order to get in to do his attacks and stuff like that. So I really think he's pretty awesome. But yo, if you look at the costumes are amazing. You have Hulk, Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk, he has the Mr. Fix-It. I believe that's his name. Yes, the Gray Hulk. He has that costume, which I think is pretty neat. Also, too, man, Doctor Strange look badass. Like, Doctor Strange costume, I don't know what comic book series or what costume it is from Doctor Strange, because I don't really read much of Doctor Strange and stuff like that. I only know him because the Avengers and him crossing over with other heroes from Marvel. But I think his costume is pretty new, pretty nice. And that Morgan, oh my God, I love that Morgan costume. That latex top that she has and everything, that whole getup that she has, I think is pretty sexy. Like, she really fine as hell. And then you have Ryu. Ryu have the battle damage outfit and everything, which I prefer. The battle damage was pretty cool. I like the battle damage, like the evil Ryu, but I think the battle damage I prefer more. He looks pretty epic in that. And Chun-Li, you know, super thick. Of course, she has this, I guess you could say this cowgirl outfit and everything. You know, thighs, legs, and everything exposed and stuff like that. And I think that's her costume is pretty cute. I think it's a cute outfit and stuff. And then Hawkeye. Hawkeye looks pretty badass. He has like this assassin's type of outfit. He has the mask. He has these red visors and stuff like that. I think it's pretty neat. And then Chris Redfield. Now, I don't know what costume this is that Chris Redfield has, but I think it's pretty cool. He has the nice leather jacket and stuff, pretty casual and everything. And then the DLC characters also, if you buy the season pass, or if you buy the DLC characters. Now, the DLC characters are a bit pricey because they're like, I believe $8, I think. Now, I know they're kind of steep, but I think the only reason why they're like $8 because they also come with a premium costume as well. You can't get the costumes separate; they come with the costume. So that's why I think they figured in, the Capcom have figured the costumes in with the characters as well. And then, of course, Monster Hunter, she also has her alternate costume. I can't remember what armor is that and what monster from the game that you have to slay in order to get that costume and stuff like that. And then Spencer, like I said before, Spencer, man, that costume is just ridiculous. It's hideous to me. I don't like it at all. I don't know why. They could have came up with something different or whatever, or they could have gave him the original Spencer look from the original Bionic Commando. I would have preferred that more or whatever, and probably would have played him because he had that the original look or whatever. And then Iron Man, I don't know what that Iron Man suit represent. I'm not sure if that's the Guardians of the Galaxy Iron Man armor or anything, so I really don't know, but I think that's also pretty cool. And Firebrand looks dope. He looks pretty dope as well. I like the new look that they gave him. And then also Arthur, he has this angelic type armor, he has the wings and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And then Nemesis, they gave him Mr. X. Now Mr. X was this this like a prototype Nemesis or a prototype tyrant that was in Resident Evil 2. So if you haven't heard of that, look it up on YouTube and you can see it. So he's wearing that jacket, so he's not that much different or whatever like that, but it's a good shout out. It was a good homage to Resident Evil 2, so I think that's pretty cool. Also Thor's wearing his I think what they call the ultimate version of Thor, so he's wearing that costume. And then Ghost Rider has the cowboy Ghost Rider outfit from not just the movie with Nicolas Cage, but I believe there was a past Ghost Rider in the past that he's wearing that costume and stuff. So overall, man, I love these DLC costumes. I think they're pretty neat. Dormammu also has one like a volcanic look, but other than that, man, these costumes are pretty cool. You can either buy them, the Marvel pack, bundle pack, premium costume pack, or you can buy the Capcom premium costume pack, or you can buy the overall bundle that comes with both Marvel and Capcom premium costumes for $30. And that's right, I bought all of them. I liked all of them. Only one I didn't like is Spencer, but I bought all of them. I bought the premium. I have the money to spend. You know, MugenLord, you know, has the money to do it, so I wound up buying the pack. And oh my god, I really like all these costumes. Costumes are just awesome. They're just epic, and these DLC characters are really fun to play. I mean, all three of them are fun to play. All three of them all together are really fun to play. So if you guys are still hesitant to whether or not you should purchase the game, I still suggest that you wait to see how everything pans out as far as how they're going to do DLC, because if you guys don't know, this game's not really selling too well, and this is pretty much a wake-up call to Capcom. And from what I'm looking at right here, looking at the sales, look at the sales number that it didn't really sell in Japan. We're still waiting for the other sales from America. But if the sales number is not looking that great or whatever, I think this is really going to wake Capcom up and Marvel up, which is a good thing, and have them, put and pump as much as they can to get everybody to win their fans back over and everything, because these costumes are just amazing, and I love these costumes and stuff. So that pretty much wraps everything up. I want to know what you guys are paying. Have you downloaded any of the premium costumes? Have you got the premium pack? What do you think about the 3 DLC characters? And I will definitely still give you my impressions of what I think about the characters individually, the 3 DLC characters, and I'm really looking forward to Black Widow, Winter Soldier, and Venom. So I'm looking forward to them to come out. So that wraps everything up. If you like this video, make sure you rate, favorite, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can get notified to when I upload new videos to my YouTube channel. So that wraps everything up. This is MugenLord signing off.